of this tradition, but we actually executed training in 12 schools over the last year. We trained 339 young people in landship, and it wasn't just performance. That's what most people thought it was going to be. Performance is just one part, but it was about financial literacy, the tradition of saving and pooling your money, identifying a need in the school or in the community, and working collectively to address that need. I'm glad to say that Barbados became a republic, yes, in November 2022. And with that, a greater impetus and greater funding for programs such as this, to mine programs that are naturally of our people and bring them to a level of national prominence. There are some people who've been dismissive, but I'm glad to say the response in schools once we started have been overwhelming. And finally, my very last, let me wrap it up quickly, my creative process. I'm a trained visual artist. My training has been in textiles and ceramics. However, being a young mother shortly after taking up employment at the National Cultural Foundation, I didn't have the space or the safe spaces that little toddlers crawling around could not get into dyes and glazes. So I got rid of that and started producing a line of jewelry. So I feed my creative urges with creating jewelry. From the time I was a child, I have been a collector. I go to the beach, I collect everything. The beach has long been my muse. When I first was read towards being initiated into the Orisha faith, I was sure Yabaya was my mother. I mean, I love her. I'm told my work evokes her repeatedly. And with apologies, I'm a daughter of Odudua. So the Orisha who has my head. I was disappointed, but I was told, well, the family of Orisha, they support us all. So they're like, I would say she's a favorite aunt, and my work speaks to that. If you can pull up the next slide. So I have done a series of works that pull together these little treasures that I collect from off the beach. I've been collecting from the time I was a child. My mother's tossed out as much as I used to bring home. It's only as an adult that I set to feed my creative urge by doing something that made sense to me. Even to this day, if I need to relax or recover from anything, I need to visit the sea. I need to soak in the water, but also roam the beach. And Yemaya's been a wonderful aunt, you know. That opening at the beach was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And as usual, my little ritual, I walked the beach, I collected some shells that I told her a cowrie would be nice. And right after I tossed my flower in the water, she gave me one. And it happens too often for it to be an accident. Whenever I'm walking the sea and I ask for something, if it's nice, she will give me.